Hello, and welcome. This is Ben, part of Essence Plays, and we are in Norland, a early access game on Steam, which is very much based on strategic resource gathering, the type of games that I really enjoy to play, and I've uploaded on this channel before. I've went through the tutorial to get myself familiar with the basics of the game, so it isn't an absolute car crash when I start. And the general look of the game is very similar to RimWorld, so if you like those kind of graphics, you'll really enjoy this playthrough. So hopefully you can stick around for this new type of game on the channel. I aim to complete the game similar to all the other games that I've recorded. I'm not too sure how much time there is in this game, but based on the tutorial, I think you'll really like it. So without any further delays, if you do want to see what this game's about, stay tuned. But yeah, let's just jump straight into the video. So this is the first part of the game, is to build your characters. As you can see, you need to design your characters with a certain set of skills between like manners, so how you interact with people, trade, obviously trade routes, persuasion in regards to influencing people, intelligence, which is based about learning, management, so how you can give instructions to your people, teaching, so how you can build, I guess, transfer knowledge to other main characters, combat, self-explanatory, and command, how you lead an army. I'm going to opt for 3 brothers and a wife. The 3 brothers obviously included myself, so you got a total of 4 characters, and you can pick various traits. I'm actually going to base my characters on one of my favourite TV programs, which is Vikings, obviously based off real life as well. Let me just I can't remember what her name is. Lagerfeld, that's the word. I completely forgot. Lagerfeld. Make sure I pronounce it right. Then I'm gonna have, although it's not his, yeah, I suppose I'm gonna put Rollo, and I'm gonna put Floki. Okay, so those are the characters I'm gonna build, and then I'm just gonna customize the design. So I'm actually gonna change to Caden. So based on this, the reason why I picked Caden over these other ones, the tutorial you're under Van, which is very much values peace. We're not going to do that in this one. Makaha, which is based on trade. Then we got Tanya, which is more religious and intrigue. And then we've got Caden, which is strength and military. That is exactly what I want to do. So for my character, I want it to be focused on command. I'm going to be the leader of the army. I'm going to be at the front. So actually manners don't matter. Trade doesn't matter. So I'm going to continue to downgrade that. Persuasion, probably a little bit, but not too much. Management, no, I don't really care about management. I'm going to get the rest of the team to do it. I think that's pretty balanced. In regards to characteristics, so what hairstyle do I want to go for? I'm going to go for something. I'm going to go for that. Beard. I want a decent beard. Oh, it's a bit too much actually. I'm going to go for that one. Hair color, I'm going to go for like a brown. Skin, I'm going to just go to there, and then I'll go for that build. I think that's pretty good. Characteristics, so there's quite a few here. You got resistance, beauty, so these are some of the ones. I think the best one that I found in regards to characteristics is either beautiful, because you're more kind of charismatic to the characters, so they're less likely to hate you. Attractive is pretty much the same, so it's either one of those. So I'm going to go with beautiful, and then I'm also going to go for kind of, because all these, you don't want any of these. You don't want addiction, you don't want mental impairment, clinical. I think the most balanced one is probably envious, and I think that's quite fitting as a king. Lagerfeld, I'm going to focus Lagerfeld on teaching, and high fertility and lustful is very much the traits you want if you want to have a wife when you start out. Obviously it's different if you want to start out as like a nomad. Hairstyle, just go for something like pretty standard like that. Obviously, no beard, that'd be a bit weird. Skin color again, and then we'll just go for, yeah, we'll go for that. That's fine. Caden, yeah, names. So let's just play around with these. So you're going to be focused on teaching. So I'm going to change that to teaching. And I think that's actually a really good balance. Maybe a little bit more in there and less in... I feel like combat needs to be a little bit higher. Command. I think that's alright. Good balance. Rolo, he's going to be my soldier. So he's going to be in combat. And he's going to be reckless. And I think homely. It makes sense. So I'm going to keep that the same. Homely, by the way, just reduce interest in the characters, but he's one of his own. Hairstyle, I'm going to go for something a little bit more wild. I'm trying to think, I'll just go for that. Beard, quite a big puffy beard, but not too crazy. Maybe one of these. Maybe go for that. Hair colour, same. We're all part of the same family here. He's a little bit lighter toned. And then body, I'm going to go for like... I'm going to go for that actually, and I'm going to change my body to... There we go. Didn't realise there was another one, a little bit slim. So Rolo, characteristics. So manners. Rolo has not got manners, and he's not very smart, but he's very good at combat. Not the best at teaching. Management, I think, keep the same. Probably downgrade command, just ever so slightly. Intelligence, manners again. 25. You have to keep an eye on the age as well. Quite important. So 24, 20, 25. That's cool. Okay. And then Floki, I'm going to focus on management. I was going to put trade. Maybe do trade? Yeah, I'll do that's a tricky one. I'll do management. I need somebody at home who's going to be like switched on. I'll go monogamous, why not? And then... Christ. That is a bit nervous, I guess. I'll be nervous. Hairstyle, I've got the hairstyle. Oh, not the head. Hairstyle is down here. I saw. It's like the comb. There we go. Go for that one. A little bit wild. Beard. Go for that one. Skin colour, like the same as the family. Slim. Right. Characteristics. So manners, I'm fine with that. Trade, I want up really. I want less. There we go. I want trade to be good. I want management to be good. I'm not too fussed about teaching. Intelligence can go down. Persuasion. That's actually pretty decent. We'll go with that. Okay, so we spent a lot of time. Spent 10 minutes on the character builder, but it's quite important. So we've now built our family that we're going to start with. Continue. So I'm going to start with, I'm thinking easy. So we've got Fenbrook here. That's a decent area. We've got Gorner here. Some decent. I'm looking at resources as well. And Arden. I don't like Arden because it's like you're stuck in the corner, so you can't really do much there. I like the idea of being kind of surrounded. So it's either this one or this one. I'm not going to look up here. These are apparently normal difficulty, but the resourcing doesn't look particularly great. For example, that's got no iron, so you kind of be hamstrung. That's got 1 iron. That's got 1 iron. Not great on wood. That hasn't got good wood, but it's got good fertility in regards to crops and good herbs as well. I'm feeling this one a little bit more, maybe. I'm going to go for this one. I'm going to rename the town to Kattegat. Kattegat. Caden, because that's what we are. So what I'd like to get from villages is I'm just going to ask for double iron. You'll know why. When I was doing a tutorial, iron was the hardest thing to get. So double iron makes sense. Sign. Oh, jeez. Right, what sign are we going to go for? Kattegat is about being like a warrior. these symbols. I'm kind of leaning towards the stag, like a strong symbol. I don't really want any pattern, so I'll just put pattern colour. Maybe that? The stag on a black background? That'll do. Do we do white? Oh. White or black. I'll do that one. Next. Okay, I'm not going to do any of these scenarios. Actually, no, I'm going to go with the hammer. So this gives us like ownership of certain blacksmithing ways, so that's fine. Modifiers. Excess iron. Yes. Yes, please. Lazy workers. There's lots of scenarios here. Strength in numbers. Longevity. I want the characters to I don't want them to die straight away. I'm going to put it in peaceful mode. Or do we put normal? Recommended for players who are already familiar with the game and want to play it as it was intended. I'm going to put normal. I'm going to give us maximum gold though. Let's go. Let's go.
Nearly 200 years have passed since the end of the devastating religious war. The empire fell, and its former provinces eventually became barbarian kingdoms. The church managed to revive hope, and peace and prosperity reigned over the ruins of the former civilization. Over time, the influence of the church only grew. But history is cyclical, and power cannot remain in one's hands for long. Wars between kingdoms flare up one after another. Hunger and poverty force people to abandon their homes and seek refuge in neighboring settlements. Can your dynasty unite the kingdoms and halt the advance of the Dark Ages? From this moment on, history is written by you.
Ooh, okay, here we go. Norland, the year 2098, since the creation of the world. 200 years have passed since the great Crimson Empire perished in the flames of the religious war. Its former provinces become barbaric kingdoms kept from mutual destruction only by the all-powerful Church of the Mother Sofa. While the holy prophets speak of impending end of the world, in one of the small kingdoms, a dream of a birth of a new emperor is taking shape. I wonder whom. It'll be me. Right, we're on pause. So this is the look of the game. Each character, so these are your citizens or peasants or whatever you want to call them, part of the, I don't know what they're called back then. Your populace is kind of what I'm going to say. You got these characteristics up here. So I'm going to click on Ragnar. You've got the inventory. So holy rings are quite important, like a religious currency that I found. You've got the general mood and knowledge. So we've got no knowledge because we haven't learned anything. And you've got desires and states. So these will change over time based on how you run your kingdom. You got mood, so as you can see, these are the general thoughts. You want to keep these high. You got all these kind of characteristics that you have to manage over time. You got your skills that will develop. You got the relationships with other people in your kingdom, but also external. So once you start getting close to like maybe another kingdom, they will pop up here as well. As you can see, you got these various filters here, and history, so it gives you a breakdown of any kind of significant events. So you got these four up here. These are the four lords of the kingdom. You got 6 slots in total. From what I believe, I don't think you can extend that. I don't really know. And I think you can get children as well as part of this. That will show up here. That showed up in the tutorial as well. So that's the general kind of idea of the game. You got the kind of populace here. Lots of fertile land, actually. That's really good. I've not played in this area before, so I'm just giving it a scope out. Lots of good land. Usually, actually, you just, although the mine's all the way down there, which is unfortunate. You're building a general area. I think we're going to build around this pond here. You got these kind of resources here. These will grow over time. So we got money and gold and holy rings. That holy rings is just me, because every single character also has their own rings. So it's something to make note of. You got the populace up here in the top left. Crime, warriors, prisoners, And peasants, so I was right. And you got the religious cult as well. You got various resource types that I'm not going to bore you with right now. The main things that we need to make sure of is we've got a steady supply of food, which is the top one, alcoholic beverages to keep the populace happy, healing potions, resources to build, and weaponry and other things. So lots of things to kind of cover off, and I'll try and take it slow for the first couple of episodes because I'm cautious that I did the tutorial and you guys didn't. But the first episode, I just want to kind of put the foundations of the build here. So first thing is building the hall. So I'm thinking I'm going to build the hall here in front of the lake, and I'll put like the houses around it. So I'm going to build it here. Yeah, I'll build it here, and I'll put houses around it, and then when it comes to the general populace, I'll just build it around. I want to keep them separate, because what I found in the tutorial is people start attacking you from the populace when they don't, or the peasants start attacking you if they're not happy, and you want it to be somewhat separate so your military can get involved. If it's all kind of mismatched, it gets ugly, trust me. So that is the hall. So let's play the game. So now, as you can see, everybody is happy. What you need to do is allocate managers to each farm. So Floki was the main person that I wanted to. I'll put Floki on that one. So what you need to be careful of is not expanding too quickly because you won't have enough workers. But also you need to make sure you've got enough management slots, because each lord can only have like maybe 7 or 8 before it gets unmanageable. There is ways to change that with a few other buildings, but we're not going to go into that just yet. That's way too advanced for where we are right now. Right, I'll speed it up because all we're doing right now is building the hall. Ragnar, you can speak to your wife. Be friendly with your wife. Come on, you got literally no important people. And then Floki, you can speak to Rolo. You need to start building the relationship with people. Start building some rapport. There we go. Cool. Rolo and Floki. And then once this is built, I'm going to pause it because it unlocks a lot of buildings. There we go. Right, pause. So we got our hall. This is where our lords converse over the world and how it's run. So we'll put Rolo allocated to that one. So that's where people get our jobs. And I'm going to build a road around it. So firstly is build the road. And we'll do that. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. I like being symmetrical. You know this from my other games like City Skylines. I like symmetry. So that's a road around it. We'll put some decoration in there at some point. Probably not on stream because you know what I'm like. I like to make things look nice. Put a hall there. Building there. So we need to build these buildings. This is where our lords will sleep. So we need 4 at least, but then you have visiting lords, and if they're homeless, they're gonna be pissed. So I don't want to be doing that. So we'll learn we don't want to learn the hard way on it, I guess. Maybe I'll just do 2, 3 actually. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Perfect. Just going to put some lighting down because it's going to get a bit dark over here. So we'll put some light in there. Some light in there. Some light in there. Some light in there. And we'll speed it up. So we need those houses, and then we can start. The king has decided. The king decides that it's time to announce the ambitions that will determine the future of the noble family. We can either pick fertile, so 51 people in total. We're currently at 7, as you can see from the top left. Conqueror, so we'll add 3 vassals to our kingdom. I don't know how to do that. And economy, so I'm going to do economy because that seems a little bit more achievable. I think. I hope it is. Right, so we'll unpause it. While they're building that, I need to think about how we want to build this area. So I'm not going to have any kind of crazy monuments like that. That's a bit unrealistic. Right. I'm going to build the general populace here. About there, yeah. And they're all going to be based around the marketplace. So we need enough space there, but also the farms. And we're going to have... I'm going to get rid of some of these. I don't want any of these. I'll just put that left now. Right. Sorry, I did say I was gonna. I'll leave it unpaused for now. There we go. And then I don't know how big that needs to be. What I want to do, I need to move this. I need to move these. Move them over there for now. I do want these, but they're just gonna get in the way for now. I'll move them once we got everything in place. We can place more, but I think there's one behind the tree. No. Where's construction? Services. Tavern. So I wanted the general populace to be around the tavern and the market, because that's where they spend a lot of their free time. So if we make it... Oh, jeez, I didn't see that. There we go. Move road. Good stuff. That's looking good, looking good. Roads again. And then we can just put that there. Okay, so everything's based around the market, and that's exactly what I wanted. Do want to move that ever so slightly to here. And then build, I'm going to put like maybe bright wood. Yeah, there we go. I'll do the same over here so we're not stamping over mud. But we'll leave a gap in between. Just because... Do I leave a gap? Yeah, I'm going to leave a gap because that looks horrid. There we go. Fill it in. And then we can start moving some of these back again. We'll sort out the lighting. There's a few other buildings that I want to place down. So I want to put another dormitory. So we've got more populace. That is definitely a thing that I learned off tutorial. So people move in. People get pissed when you don't have a home. Who would have thought? I'll move that over there for now. And then housing dormitory. I'm hoping I can put another one on the other side. That was the idea with this. Ah, I can. I can, perfect. I'm going to put them there. Excellent. Two, yeah. And then same again here. Oh, I did 3 actually. Maybe 3. I think that's 3, isn't it? Yeah, it is. That's a bit off, I just realised. As you can see. Should be there instead. So the road was off. Which means that one's off. Oh, housing. At least we didn't construct it. We can change roads, but when you've done a building, it's a bit more awkward. And then new road. I'm just going to move this one slightly. There we go. And I'm going to do the same over here. Cool. That's that area. So keep playing. Houses are being built. So who's got the first house? Floki. Floki's got the first house. That's fine. And another thing we need to do is resources. So we've got our farm, food farm. But we need some lumber. So where is the best place to place it? Trees are looking pretty barren down here. Trees are looking pretty barren all over, to be fair. They look decent. I'm going to place it like over here. Not the greatest place for it, because it's a bit out of the way, but I need to make sure they've got the right access to resources. So I'll build that there, and I need to build a road to it. So I'll build that to there, and that can go to the farms. Cool. Lumber, done. And then I need to, where is it? Warehouse. Cool. So we've got the basic principles in place. We need a library. That is definitely a certainty. That's where we're going to learn all our stuff. Question is, do we put it there? I'm going to put it there, and then what I'll do is I'll put a a temple. We haven't unlocked the temple just yet. We need to learn that kind of trade, but gives you an idea what we're aiming for. Like so. That's good. Right, let's speed it up slightly. Let's see where we get up to. We do need to connect these two areas together. I'm going to do that now. Jeez, I didn't need to do that. That's what I'm going to do that one. I need to port, where is it? Service, altar. Doesn't fit, okay, brilliant. Where can I put the altar? Put the altar here, maybe? Oh, I really wanted a church there. So we're going to have to put an altar. Maybe put an altar there and a church behind it. Churches get filled up really quickly, by the way. So that's why I'm being a bit cautious about the church. But that'll do. No, that looks ugly. Economic report. So we've made. Oh, so that doesn't really matter. Economics at this present time need diddly squat. I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm going to put my usual lighting torch here. Put another one on this side. That's good. I probably just need to put a torch over here. Maybe that one. That looks a bit weird. I've got a campfire. Put a campfire over here. Okay, cool. So let's just look over. So we've got 3 new people into the town, which is good. What's it suggesting? Taverns are not functioning properly because we don't have any booze. Lagerfur has no housing, that's fine, because we should be fine shortly on that one. Lagerfur, I need to spend more time with... oh, sorry, I need to spend more time with Lagerfur. I'm going to go on a hunt with Rolo at some point. Need to improve. So he's mildly lonely. So you can see with the forts, it changes, so you keep an eye on this one. So Lagerfur and Ragnar are getting on well. Good. That's what you should be doing with your wife. Floki and Rolo are feeling a bit lonely. So... King, no. Have a wise conversation. No, you can't do that. Have a conversation with Rolo. Right, so this is the map. That's going to continue going for a while. All the lords have now got houses, so they're not going to be pissed at me. And then we need to start working on the kind of populous area. So far... Oh, that's... Right, I don't need that one. Let me see that one over there. Brilliant. It worked. Get rid of that. Oh, that's what I'm going to go to in a second. Kind of spoiled some of the fun. Right, so that's that. Go back to the map now. So this is where we are. We've got enemies all around us. We've got enemies to the west, the east, and the south. They're the most likely to join us because they're the same culture. So what we can do is improve relationships. What? They buy flour. Is there anything we can do? I'm not going to demand vassalage. That's to join the Empire. I've got no army, and I'll end up really doing myself over. There we go. I will go visit our neighbour and ask to go hunting. We need to get some army quickly because we can't request people to join our alliance when we've got no army. It's literally a key requirement. I'm pretty sure it says it on it as well. So if we go onto here again, oh, okay, do it on this one. So if you like, no, we can't do it on here. There we go. Politics, invite to your alliance. Your army strength is less than that of the Lord's army. He does not respect you. Wow. So there's a lot on this map. This is where we establish our trade. We've got currently not producing anything, so it doesn't really matter. And then we've got the kind of Lord's Town or whatever this is. But there's so many things on this map to cover. But yeah, let's go back to our town. How are we getting on? Everybody seems happy. Oh, we've got a trader. Let's go and speak to him. Ragnar, go and speak to the trader. Oh. He's not even in the town, is he? Leaving the settlement. Right, Floki then. We need to speak to him. Trader. Right, everybody's drinking beer, having a good time, everybody's happy, mood's happy, loyalty is low, but that will change over time. I need to prove myself. They're not loyal to me right now because I have not proved myself. Right, what can we buy? So there's lots of goods we can trade here. We've got decent gold. I'm not going to buy any rings, but books. So this is how you get your knowledge. Once you've built your library, you need to learn buildings, which I guess makes sense. I always say temple and scaffold. Is there anything else that I want on here? Hand-to-hand combat. That sounds really good. Do that one. Peasant's house and scaffold. So, temple, religious, very important. Hand-to-hand combat makes sense. Improve combat all across the army. Peasant's house, so we can improve the general happiness of the populace by building proper houses instead of dormitories. And then scaffold, that's like security in the town, making sure crime. It's the police. It's the police. Is there anything else we want to do right now while on the screen? No. We could get a bit of... Oh, we've got good booze anyway, so we don't need booze. Maybe get some maces. We're going to get some maces. We have got no fallback right now if we got attacked. I don't think we would do, but we might piss off the wrong person. We'll do that for now. Trade. Lost 500. That's good. Okay, we're good. And you also have like lords from other towns visit you. So we've got this lord here. You can actually recruit people. I don't recommend it though, because one, the loyalty is very hard to get from hired lords, and also they don't stick around. It's always better to get lords from your own family. So when you've got children that grow of age, it's really good. Or you can get people to marry into it. So if you go to the world map, there is a chance where there is like a bubble that appears above a town where there's like a lord that wishes to get married, and they can join your family through that way. That I found to be quite effective during the tutorial as well, so something to keep an eye on. So things are looking good in the town. Things are looking pretty juicy. I'm going to wait till Ragnar comes back from his hunting expedition before finishing the episode, because I'm cautious I could completely lose track of the game and yeah, like get carried away. Task completed. Right, just pause it for a second, because one thing I do need to construct. So if you go in the army here, you need patrols. We haven't got anybody to patrol, but it's very important to keep these patrols. So I'm going to put the patrols like somewhere around the middle, around the lords. I'm going to put one kind of there. So that's night time, and then we need one daytime. Not that one. Army, daytime. Kind of want it to sound around the same-ish area to give us the most coverage of our lord's houses. And then you need to drop your combat level. So if you have no warriors at combat level 10, you won't have anybody guarding your town, and that's not good. And you prioritize it above everything else, because if you have less workers, you still want to make sure your family's protected. That is a very useful tip. I figured that out when I was looking into the game and understanding what the hell this is all about. That is one of the things that I'm like, do not forget that. Right, Ragnar has successfully completed the assigned hunting in... Oh, there's no space. That's a bug. Hunting in the city of Lurik, and is heading home. So if we go to the world map, we should have good relationship. Yeah, we did. So we're no longer like neutral. We actually have a good relationship with the King Stegbert. Can't ask him to come to our empire just yet, because we don't have anything to... Well, we don't have any army. So he doesn't respect us, and he won't join us because he is fearful of his life. Makes sense. So what else do we have to build? We need to build a lumber camp. We need to build the other 2 dormitories and the library. We've got lots of other things we can produce. So we've got like other fields. We've got a brewery, which we need to create. I'm going to put production area kind of down here, I think. And then I'll put military buildings here. I think that's my general plan. And then you've got services. So you've got lots of services. You've got temple here, which I mentioned earlier. Scaffold, and we're building library. So I was going to build a drug den, but I don't know. I've got a stigma against why would we even remotely think about putting a drug den in a town. Got a barracks, got housing, we've already covered that, and you've got decor. So lots of interesting things. We haven't even touched on like finances and production. We got statistics. I'd rarely even go on this one anyway. You got your army, which we have none of. We've got dynasty, which is your family tree. Doesn't really matter, it hasn't changed. knowledge, so where we can learn things. We haven't got a library, so we can't learn it. As you can see, you need a library. But once we've done that, now we'll start spiking. Trade, we've got no trade routes, and then the world map. So lots of things to uncover in this game. This is only episode 1, so lots more to come on this. So hopefully you find this game interesting. I really like the look of it. I really like the casual aspects. I like the build. I like the strategizing. I like the kind of... You feel a little bit invested in your characters. It's not one of those usual strategies where you don't really care. You actually generally care about how your town develops and evolves over time. But otherwise, that is the end of the episode, because we are going to run out of time. But if you want to see episode 2, make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have enjoyed this game, for the algorithm to grow the audience, make sure to drop a like or a comment in regards to how you found the game. And if you want any tips or anything about the game itself, if you don't pick it up through the game, make sure to let me know. I do respond to every single comment. But otherwise, thank you for watching. I appreciate it again, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.